The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast, and I'm kicking it alongside with my man Deacon
Dirty.
And it is the Although We've Come to the End of the Year, I can't see clear. It's the COVID got me blind. I don't know. 2020, man, has been a worldwide of a ride. This was supposed to be my moment, bro. Everybody like, yo, I'm telling you, B, this is it. Finally about to get it. It's about to pop. Things about to go down.
It did.
It did.
In a major way.
A major way. There was
we were like, what, 2 months in, and it was like, that's when I went to...
You heard that tire screws, that needle scratch?
Yeah, it was like right around spring break. Kids was getting ready to go out of town and to the beach or whatever, and they're like, nah, COVID.
Pump your brakes, homie. That is crazy. So, yeah, 2020, we can sum 2020 up, really, in one word, which is COVID-19 or coronavirus.
Coronavirus!
And everybody will understand.
Yeah.
You know, and it was
the
crazy.
whole world will get it.
The whole world will get it. And you know what's funny about it is it started off kind of not like people was like, what? What do you mean shut down? What do you mean pandemic? And so we was in a sense of a disbelief.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it kind of moved into a state of, oh, we got to take this serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it moved into a state of, it almost became popular.
Yeah.
Like people was getting it. You're like, I wonder if they fake it. They just trying to get that, trying to ride the COVID wave.
Yeah.
And then it turned into, yo, I got COVID virus. You know what I'm saying? And like, everybody like, I got it too. You know what I'm saying? Trading secrets. What you do? You know,
got that COVID.
Where were you?
Got that Rona.
Got that Rona. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. Was your household affected?
No.
Anybody you know?
Not directly, indirectly. Like, my parents are a little older, so I was talking to my dad a while back, a couple of months ago. Some people he knew, about 2 or 3 people got affected by that. But that's, as far as I know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And it seemed like celebrities were coming out left and right.
Yeah.
That's why I think people started for a minute thinking, all right, y'all just saying it just so, y'all can get the sympathy vote. You know what I mean? But then, not just them, but people, real average Joes, I guess you can say, were getting it, and then not only getting it, but dying from it. Yeah. And then the nurses, the people on the front line, the doctors and the nurses started coming forward and speaking like, no, y'all, this ain't a joke. When you can't go visit your folks in the hospital because of the threat of catching it or getting it. Or
giving it to them,
giving it to them, you're right. It's just the craziest thing. And I was trying to think of the things that were happening that had happened in 2020 to give, I guess you can say, a well-rounded wrap up. But COVID really did overshadow everything. Everything. For a moment, we mourned the loss of Kobe Bryant and his lovely daughter.
Because that was a big story, and that hit hard.
Hit hard.
That felt like a relative died right
that
there.
was my cousin.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sports dude like that, but I've always said that I'm not a sports guy, and I'm not really into teams, but I like players. Because, for whatever reasons, like for what they may do on the court, you see all the highlight reels, all the great things you see them do off the court, or just some of the antics.
Because Kobe was bigger than basketball.
Yeah, he transcended basketball. He was just Kobe.
Just 4 little letters.
Four letters, dude, and he really did make a great impact. I know for a minute people were going at, what's her name, Gayle King? Because she had mentioned, she was talking to Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie
Yeah.
brought up Kobe, and I'm like,
Trying to find out, almost kind of steering the questions.
yeah. I'm like, you're interviewing somebody totally different. Like this has nothing to do with that person.
Exactly.
So she caught it from Snoop, from a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, he got called to the red table though.
Yeah.
Snoop did when he went in on Gayle. I mean, I understood with
we'll
his.
Get to the red table later, but go ahead. Right. 2020 is a mother. That's all I got to say.
Man, nobody could escape 2020.
2020 was a mother.
2020, bruh.
With a U.
Everybody thought 2020
was a mother.
was going to be clear vision. That's always a 2020, clear vision. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
We saw some stuff.
We saw clearly that we don't control nothing.
Nothing.
We have no control whatsoever. That ultimately God is in total control.
He had to sit us down, bro.
Listen.
We couldn't even go outside.
but my friends. Forget your friends. Everybody in timeout.
Timeout.
Everybody. Even is when the church got to shut down.
For real.
The church and the synagogues and temples got to shut down. I've never heard of the term social distancing before until 2020. Or self-quarantine.
Self-quarantine, yeah.
I know that was a clean way or PG way of saying
wash your hands.
That you quarantine. So they call it
self-quarantine. Yeah.
Like we can't make you, but we want you to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? But so we, it was a rough moment with
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Before you go on.
No, go ahead.
When was the last time you heard somebody cough in public?
Dude. That's scary than a mug. And I'm like, dang, man, I just walked into some strong perfume. Am I not allowed? You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like that Halloween episode on The Simpsons where Bart could read everybody's mind.
Right. You know where that came from? That came from the old Twilight Zone joint.
You didn't want to do nothing to startle anybody, to make anybody upset, You
didn't want that Minority Report thing to pop off. They he got it. And he got it.
He got the Rona.
Got the Rona. There's an actual meme that says, when are we going to normalize coughing again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this, I'm getting tired of holding it in.
Yeah, sneezing, all that.
Yeah. I said that, this pandemic, this plandemic has made people afraid and mean and fearful. Because you see videos popping up where people are afraid because people don't have on their masks. Yeah. They're fearful. And then it turns people mean.
People are they're bucking,
Yeah. Wanting to put. There was actually a story where a dude came back and shot the store. If I'm not mistaken, shot the store clerk or something.
Wow.
Because he asked the guy's wife, either wife and kids or something like that, to put on a mask. This was early in the flow of things.
And I had started to do that because I'm guilty. At first, I was like, I don't know about all this.
Feel weird.
Yeah, and after a while, I'm like, let me just put it on because not just for safety purposes, but for safety purposes. I don't want to get into it with anybody over a mask.
Absolutely.
Where your mask? Where your mask? I'm like, look, I got it on. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, you got to sit there and be apologizing. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me. I'm about to go get it now. You know what I'm saying?
Make that long walk back to the car.
That shame walk. I've done it. Get right to the door, about to pull that thing, sir. Pull the door. Golly.
Because it's easy to do, man. It's
But it became just like everything. It has become normal.
Yeah.
What we are terming, or what's been termed as the new normal.
It's wild. For years, we would always look at the news and see people over in Asia wearing the surgical mask.
Right.
Now look at us.
Yeah. And it's funny that you said that because I was thinking that same thing, and also having the arrogance, that American arrogance.
Yeah.
Should I say that? Is that right to say?
Yeah. Perfect.
That AA, that American arrogance where, they don't happen here.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember thinking that, and then I saw we all saw the plane fly right into the tower in New York City. We was like, wait, what? You can do that in America? In the USA? I didn't know you can just commandeer a plane and fly it into a tower.
I think for a lot of us here, when the planes first hit, that was an eye opener. Like you were saying that we're not immune to stuff that could possibly happen in the world.
Yeah, because I always thought our I guess our walls of protection or whatever we want to call it, borders of protection were safe. And you start learning, and the stuff that we really don't get privy to, but you start learning that these people work from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. The call is coming from inside the house. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's happening. There ain't no getting around it. It is what it is, bro. And we all still kind of swimming in it. What else? Of course, the 45th was impeached. When was the last time our president was impeached? Wasn't that Clinton?
I think everybody else knew he was impeached except him.
Who Trump?
Yeah.
He's like, what's going on? Y'all got peaches.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
Yeah. His incomplete sentences, because he'll start talking and go in another direction right in the midst of the middle of a sentence.
I do the firing. I don't get fired.
Right. I'm fired. Harvey Weinstein.
Alec Baldwin does a great impression of him on SNL.
He's good, bro.
The whole time.
I started liking Alec Ball when, remember the SNL skit that he used to do with the two women?
Sweaty Balls.
Sweaty Balls, yeah.
Dude,
that was the funniest joint.
It was the radio joint,
like the NPR type
NPR,
thing? Yeah. And he always, his character, in general, always seemed like he was the cool or the straight guy. And
he never laughs. He never breaks character.
Yeah. And then and then they take that character and ante it up in 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Where he's straight character, but it's funny.
It was straight face, all
straight
that.
face and all that. Weinstein got convicted. Is he in jail? Or is he club med?
I don't know what happened with that. It kind of, I'm not saying it went away, but we all know Cosby's in jail.
We do know Cosby is in jail. Well, I think
still
at this
trying
point,
to appeal.
Cosby need. Should I? No, I'm gonna shut up. I don't know, man. It was funny in the beginning. Let me be straight up. It was kind of funny because it was like the clean guy wasn't so clean. And I don't care because everybody's got something. Yeah. But it's one thing when you got something and you fronting for everybody else. Like, you guys need to clean it up.
You know what? I heard Godfrey, you probably heard the same one on another podcast talking about the exact same thing. He was saying, he was doing all this stuff. I'm kind of paraphrasing.
Right.
Under the radar, getting away with all this stuff until you tried to make some big business moves, and they were like, "Hey, you keep this up, we're gonna, pull back the curtain."
Do you believe that's a real thing?
Yeah, I think so.
That's always been the running thing. He tried to buy NBC.
Because just think about it. They said this had been going on for years,
right,
and then it probably would have stayed, hidden. Unless, because as soon as this happened, I said, "Oh, he pissed somebody off." He pissed somebody off.
They came out the woodworks like they did on Tiger Woods.
For real, it's like you weren't a part of this club like you thought you were. Like, nah, we really made somebody mad. They told, they didn't tell on themselves. They told on you. Mm-hmm. They didn't tell on the stuff they were doing. They told on you, and you got everything you did became undone. All that work you did, man,
just started to unravel.
What was it? Dr. Jekyll was a good one.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
The doctor, all that stuff. Now, all the stuff Mr. Hyde was doing, getting Hyde was doing.
Right,
it became undone.
Yeah,
that I don't think all the stuff that Dr. Jekyll had done, like putting people through schools, influencing people to go to school.
There you go. Influencing people. People like I went to
Howard
and what I'm trying to HBCUs because of
Hampton Clark.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, well, not even all of a sudden. I think this was just a slow boil.
They took his shows off the air, bro.
Yeah,
this Fat Albert, bro.
That's Fat Albert.
Yeah,
he a good guy, Fat Albert. Nothing ain't gonna come out on Fat Albert, dude. You know what I'm saying? It can't happen.
No syndication money for your co-stars.
Yeah, you're right.
He affected a lot of people.
Watching Phase on Love on Vlad.
Yeah, he been going in on a lot of folks, man.
But you said that about the residual checks. He was saying, man, ain't nobody getting no residual checks now. You know, he was like, nah, that's over. Hollywood is done.
Especially in the music industry, you know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Anytime I get a residual check, it's just, I'm like, why y'all print this?
Postage.
Stop playing. Is that 2 cents? You know what I'm saying?
Godfrey said, his arrogance kind of got him. He got because of that. You know, his arrogance.
Yeah.
He wouldn't, like you saying, he was kind of going in on other comedians. We all know the story about him and DL.
They said Eddie Murphy said, because this is Ed Lover talking. He said, Eddie Murphy says, Cosby only called you for 2 reasons: to congratulate you or to chastise you.
Wow.
And so when he called Ed Lover, that was for him to come cameo on the show, the Cosby Show. Oh, and for Cosby to come on. No, it was for Cosby to go on to a Yo MTV Raps.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah,
I gotta look for that episode.
yeah. But yeah, I mean,
I gotta look for that episode.
And that's back when Bill was the man.
Yeah,
he was truly.
He was selling everything.
Yeah, like what you got? I sell it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to think of some. Black Lives Matter. That's just
man.
That ain't even a 2020 thing.
That's since we were brought over here.
Yeah. Now, we don't like it anymore.
That's centuries old,
Let's shoot. Let's kill. I'm mad because you walking down the street. You don't belong in my neighborhood. You mean the gentrified one that you've commandeered? You know what I mean? But the biggest was George Floyd.
George Floyd.
I can't breathe.
Man.
No, that was my man up in New York. I can't breathe. Eric Garner.
But George Floyd too, though.
Yeah.
That was the one that kind of, people are like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Enough's enough. That's the kind of thing that make you walk out of a movie theater after watching Roots. You know what I'm saying? You feel a way.
It's kind of like when I saw Rosewood.
Oh, Rosewood, there you go.
And what made it hit home even more, that it was based on a true story.
Based on a true story.
I left that theater like, don't say nothing to me.
Not one person.
Nah, you gonna catch it.
He gonna remember my man, what was his character in Paid in Full? Look here, B.
Mitch. You talking about Makai? He played Mitch.
B. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did that though. I gotta shout out Makai on that joke. So he did actually rock that.
Gotta make moves, B. Gotta make moves.
Gotta make moves, B. Of course. When did was Jeff? What's my man name? Oh, Jeffrey. What's the dude that was messing with them little girls? Epstein. There you go.
Man, that was 2020. Yeah.
Was that 2020?
Yeah. They even did a documentary of it on Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah. Another big one, 6ix9ine.
Tekashi, Snitch 9.
He got a couple of there are a couple of documentaries out. One on Netflix and one I think is on Hulu or another network. But I know definitely it's on Hulu, but I can't think of the other network.
You can't tell me they're not hip hop cops or agents, intermingling with other, well, not other, but like, rap artists trying to figure stuff out. You're trying to get people, indicted or whatever. Because
one of them hosts a show. I don't know. I don't know if Vlad is a cop. I don't know that at all. But what I do know is a couple of people have said something, and more recently, I forgot which. What's the young? Was it Lil Baby or not the Baby?
It was Lil Baby. Yeah,
Lil Baby. Yeah, it said.
Fronting him out.
Yeah, how you know it was a white? Was a white person.
Exactly.
And you could hear Vlad like
trying to backpedal.
He said because you said he said I know I didn't.
No, he didn't. He didn't. You're right.
You know what I mean? It's like when you like if you in an interrogation and you'd be like, and they'll be like, yeah, so it was a
black car, right?
Right. Exactly.
Kind of guide them along and coaching them, coaxing them and stuff.
Exactly.
But you know what? Even if that were to be true, nobody puts a gun to the people's guest head to go on his show. They voluntarily go on there, man, and just start spilling the beans. I'm like, y'all gotta learn how to shut up.
What's that Chris Rock joint a bit with the 7 with the Mac 11? What was that joint? When he said they do it in
how to rappers leaving clues in their songs
because they doing that, bro.
Yeah,
they literally doing that, and these young rappers, not them all,
talent,
not them
straight
all.
talent. We all should.
Yeah,
the people.
IG is snitching. No, you snitching on yourself on IG.
On yourself.
Social media just I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I'm glad I'm from a different era of. You protect your in a sense your privacy. You know what I'm saying?
I think Kevin Hart talked about that in his latest stand up a while back, a couple of months ago. He was saying the exact same thing about these cameras. Like y'all are snitching on yourselves, man.
Yeah, yeah, because the cameras are everywhere. Like
even in the palm of your hand.
Even in the palm of your hands. Listen, dude, I just got a new phone. And I wish I'd have got another.
It's probably listening right now.
No, I'm gonna tell you because when I left a location, literally, the other morning, and it said you just left such and such. How did you like it? How was the experience? And it had stars.
How are your eggs?
You know what I mean? I was like, are you kidding me? I just got this phone. I know. And we're listening. Well, you ain't going to hear nothing. I'm looking at the phone right now. You're not going to hear nothing from me. You know what I'm saying?
You bugging yourself.
I'm from another era, bro. Yeah. I'm from the don't ask, well, not don't ask, don't tell, but.
Snitches catch stitches.
You're right. You know what I mean? Mind your business. Mind your business. That's where I'm from. I know the real big news outside of it being coronavirus is we do have now, I guess it's safe to say, of course safe to say, a new president of the United States and a new VP of color. Well, not the president, but the vice president.
The VP, yep.
Is it Kamala?
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Kamala.
Kamala Harris. And, of course, President-elect Joe Biden. It's going to be an interesting...
Joe Biden.
It's going to be an interesting ride with that. Oh, we can't forget the passing of the great Chadwick Boseman.
Man,
I just started watching his movie.
That. Just like Kobe, that one hit hard, bro. I was like, man.
Yeah.
He was really, even though he had been doing acting for a while, he was really starting to just,
bubble.
Yeah,
he was on the bubble. He was on,
with the success of Black Panther, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting on part 2.
He his last, I guess you can say last. I think it's the final movie of his final movie, Ma Rainey.
Black Bottom,
Black, yeah.
Ma Rainey's Black,
with Viola Davis, and I started watching it just recently. I got maybe 15 minutes in, but I had to stop. But yeah, dude, that was a shocker one because he kept his. And shout outs to his family and friends. Yeah,
his circle.
His circle. That's what you call a tribe, y'all. Yeah. You call that a tribe when they can keep your business. Not running around. Hey, he I'm sick though, Don't tell nobody. Or shh, pass it down. You know what I'm saying? But true friends and family, keep that thing and keep it rocking. And that's what they did. So RIP to him for sure. Know and didn't know much about her. I don't know about
a lot of stuff I forgot about, man.
What's that?
Ruth Ray. I had forgotten that she had passed, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was more recent in the latter months of the year. September. 45th got coronavirus.
Maybe.
You think that's just trying to get the sympathy votes?
Yeah, last little push.
Trying to rally, trying to tell his people who he told to stand down. You're trying to rally the troops. Trying to think what. Let's not forget. Your son has a brother.
Yeah,
that's big news.
Yeah,
little man. Little what's his name?
Got it popping during the pandemic.
Got it
doing the
popping during the pandemic.
Doing the lockdown.
Oh yeah, I mean. How old is he now?
Little Cam. He's let's see.
Is it 2 months?
Probably like 3 at this point.
3 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two, yeah, about 3 months.
Some change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't good with the months. I'm barely good with the years.
Yeah, I'm not he's 48 months.
Like, dude, he 2 years old, bro. Not even 2. That's 4, ain't it? 48. 12. Yeah, that's 4 years old. I can't do that math. That's too much math. I think when your child hits 2, every year should count. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4. Let them say 2.5.
They even hold up 2 fingers.
Yeah.
They get it.
That's their job to say 4.5. You know what I'm saying? That ain't your job, Mom. I know it sounds cool and cute.
They hold up that index and that crooked
pointer.
middle finger. Yeah.
Which one is the index? That the pointer finger?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess the crooked middle finger is, because we shouldn't be flipping the birds. What was those wildfires? It was on the West Coast, wasn't it?
Every year.
Yeah. What is up with that? That is crazy. Who are they blaming that stuff on?
I think it's a. Don't get me started, bro.
I don't know how that part works. Remember they used to say California by certain year and year such and such, it wasn't going to be there no more because it was slowly falling off the detaching itself from
the Pacific.
Yeah, remember that?
I used to hear, when I was a kid. I used to hear stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. Every year there's some parts of it that just kind of floats off into the Pacific. Well, still standing. I'm trying to think what's some major things that happened outside of your little man. I'm trying to think of, for me, I don't have any really major news.
Well, there's 2020 took out Debo.
Yeah. Dang, dude. At the
very end.
The very end, Lister.
Tiny Lister.
2020
was like, we're not done. I'm not done.
There's been a thing that I kind of saw recently where some saying he was born from Arkansas, and he's saying he's from Compton.
If I was born somewhere else and raised somewhere else at a young age, I'd probably claim the place where I was raised. But if you were born from, Arkansas, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I like the people be tripping, man.
Everybody knows I've repped Kennedy Street, but because that's where I grew up. But I didn't move around there until I was going into the 4th grade. But it was from the 4th grade on, so I could easily go Park Road. But I wasn't out in them streets at that time. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up on Kennedy Street, earned my chops there. Who else? You said Tiny Lister?
Yeah. Took out Debo.
Yeah. We were supposed to get the Coming to America, but I'm hearing that it's coming in March now.
Instead of December, yeah.
That they actually have the actual release date, and pictures are starting to float around. I don't know if you've seen them of the new Coming to America 2. Is it, what's it called?
I don't think they should have touched it, man.
I'm
Because they
scared.
waited too late to.
I'm
you know,
afraid. I'm afraid, dude. I'm afraid of what might happen.
It's like somebody getting a facelift that you really didn't need a facelift. What did you get a
were
facelift
good.
for?
Yeah.
You were banging before the facelift. What are you doing?
Yeah, man. It's. I'm hoping and wishing and praying.
It's like putting rims on a car that you don't need rims on it. Leave it
it's
alone.
a CTS.
Leave it alone.
It's good.
It sells itself.
Less is more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's scary, dude.
Certain things you shouldn't touch, bro. Like
Right.
certain songs you shouldn't remake. Certain movies you shouldn't touch. You know.
I don't ever want to hear another "We Are the World."
Nah, it's done.
That's classic by itself.
Yeah.
Do you ever see the clips floating around with Michael Jackson looking when certain artists start singing?
Nah, he was known for giving some side eye.
And almost like the what?
If you go on YouTube and look at some of his earlier clips with when he was with the Jackson 5, and they do like the interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
He's the king of side eye.
Like, that's not what we talked about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't supposed to share that.
Jackie, this is why I won't let you speak. Randy, shut up.
Randy, shut up. And Tito, you already know. Right. Was that you that sent the meme? They were the only Jehovah's Witness that sang Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it and I read it. Let me send this to G. I was like, you know what?
That's actually funny.
Yeah.
But true. Yeah.
They sang about Christmas.
That's very interesting.
I mean, even Prince made a Christmas song, but he talked about somebody dying. You know, he was reminiscing about the person dying. You know?
And that's a Christmas song?
That's a dope, bruh. It's a dope song,
bruh.
You gonna
never meant to cause you any sorrow.
A tear will drop out the corner of your eye when you hear this song.
Drop down my eye. Listen to the Purple Rain.
This song's called "Another Lonely Christmas," bro. You need to find that.
Another Lonely
Dope.
Christmas.
First time I heard this song, I heard this song years ago when I was a kid. First time I heard it, I was like, that is why haven't I heard this before?
Right.
That's a dope song, bro.
Well, could it be because well, no, you said it wasn't necessarily about Christmas, though.
Yeah, so that was his spin, you know.
Gotcha. Well, you all are opening up your presents.
Prince is a dope writer, man. Man.
And I like listening to the stories that come out about him when you're hearing like the people who actually hung around,
who knew him,
and they say, "No, that story is true. I
him
saw him dunk in high heels." You know what I'm saying? It take such and such to the curb. I mean, you know what I'm saying, to the hoops. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any real outlandish stuff for myself. Well, I guess before we
relaunched the studio. It was a relaunch.
The relaunch. Oh, that's right. You're right. Absolutely. The relaunch of WadeWorks, bigger, better, and deafer.
Lots more to come.
And lots more to come. Absolutely. I was getting ready to say something though. Oh, so what do you think for you was your biggest lesson learned? Because we talked. Coming in for 2020, it means clear vision, and we can see, and I'm going to do that thing. Was there any self-discovery? Any? I didn't need that. Let me leave that stuff alone.
It was some of that, but mostly, man, you got to do it now.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to do it now. Yeah,
that's true.
Because I'm guilty of procrastinating. On some things, but not on everything. But 2020 was definitely telling me like, if you think about that person, make that phone call. Yeah. You never know. You want to. Well, if you could go somewhere, go visit that place. You know, just do it, man.
You're right.
You can't. Don't wait.
That's. I would say the same thing for me. Excuse me. I have decided that I don't give a what. Whatever it is that I want to do, I'm doing it in 2021. The only way that it will not happen is if COVID and the CDC, you know what I mean, say otherwise. But yeah, dude, like you just said, do that thing, go to that place. What was the thing that you had in mind coming into 2020 with the clear vision that I'm going to? Because 2020 kind of set a new decade, right?
Yeah. Travel more, but that kind of got shut down.
Yeah. You're right. That was definitely
I kind of got around some of that stuff. I found some loopholes, but I didn't go too far.
Right. I was going to do that, but my intent for 2020 and what I was going to do more of, or things that I just hadn't done, was I was going to go to all of the, and so some this might be like, huh? But for me, it's because of this and what we do. I was going to the award shows, like your BET Awards and, all the different Essence Fest.
I
was
remember
going to
that.
everything.
I forgot who you were talking to, but they were talking about you. May have been Jay Nance. I don't know. You basically doing more red carpet events.
Right. Yeah, that's what I had purposed. So yeah, but such is life. But definitely this new year, going to do the things that I set my mind to. My mind's telling me no.
Killing me. Let's not forget that.
Dude,
2020. Let's not forget
that was wow. That was a good one. Good catch. See how organic that was, y'all?
You lobbed it to me, though.
Alley oop.
I had to dunk it. Thanks for the lob.
No problem, bro. That's what we do. Who was that? That was Kobe and Shaq.
That was Gayle King again.
Yeah, that was Gayle King with yeah, you're right. What's funny about that is we applauded her. You see how calm she was? Robert.
She kept her cool.
Robert. And then 2 months later, what the?
Yeah.
What, is she crazy?
Yeah.
We turned quick. That's another thing you got to learn.
Cancel culture
popped
up in 2022.
People will turn on you like a mug. I don't care, man. That's why the circle that I run in, which is, probably the size of my two fingers stuck together, is the circle that I run in, because I don't trust you mugs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk behind my back. Y'all talk behind people's back. Y'all not loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Chris
Ready to
Brown
jump
even made a
ship.
song about it.
Right. You like this so much. You know what I mean? Like to here it go. And but just quick to just, abandon ship, man. It doesn't, people don't understand the long haul. I tell people all the time, I don't give a darn what goes on. I don't. Deacon Dirty is my man. 50 grand. Been there for what they call the day one.
Like Nipsey Hussle said, it's a marathon.
It's a marathon, bro. Because I do believe, okay, there you go. I'm glad you said that. It just popped the word in my head. The word that's been bouncing around in my head for a few months now is the word consistent and consistency. And I just got hit up the other day from someone who said, she says, I got an inbox message that somebody hit me up and said, oh, I didn't know you know G Wade. Oh man, I've been knowing him. I've known him since maybe the early 20s or whatever. And he's always been consistent. So it just kind of rings with the word that has already been bouncing around me. And I said that I'm.
That was confirmation.
I'm in this. I'm in this. I got something to prove, not to anyone. I don't have anything to prove, because the truth of the matter is, who I'm proving it to is not even myself. Who I'm proving it to is the word. Is what I'm proving it to. Like, this word is going to have to mean or produce exactly what they say the word produces. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, in other words, if you just be consistent, keep doing your thing, that thing gonna come to life. Whatever it is you're working on is gonna whoop 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 with all that stuff. So that's what I'm in the proving stage of. that this consistency thing, quote unquote, pays off. So that's why I said I'm going into 2021 doing everything that I decided that I had always wanted to do, my passion project and a few of the other things. And like Deke said, more to come, because there's more to come. Something kind of irked me just recently that even fueled the fire even more. And if anybody know me for a little bit of time or a length of time, if I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I don't, I'm going anyway. You know what I'm saying? So 2021, here we come. Your boy G Wade kicking it alongside with my man Deacon.
Dirty.
Y'all already know what it is.
The G Wade Podcast.
The G Wade Podcast.
Bringing you the cool interviews,
the hot topics, and all that other crap.
The G Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.